Hello, this is Tom Capshew, and you're listening to my Consciousness Rising channel. This is episode 25, and today we're going to bring together several episodes that I've given you in the past. We're going to talk about the concept of built identity, how you build your identity over time. So in episode 19, we talked about the topography of potential, the belief that I have that our Creator instills within each one of us things that, skills that we might be good at, that we can develop into what I call our heart's song. In episodes 16 through 18, I went into discussion over those several episodes about what your heart song is and how to discover it, strengthen it, and sing it to find joy and peace and power in living your life. In the last two episodes, episode 23 and 24, we looked at the issue of identity. How do we have identity and how do we develop it? If it's given to us, do we examine it? Do we sort it? Or is it unsorted? We've just kind of taken it on without much self-reflection as an adult. And do we decide over time what social identities we want to identify ourselves with, and how do we make sure that our identity is something that we've taken on consciously? So in today's episode, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I call built identity. How do you construct your own identity over time? And how does that tie into our topography of potential and singing our heart's song? So first, a definition. Built identity is an identity that you have intentionally sought after and constructed. So for example, I just bought a new Ford truck. I previously identified with a Subaru Crosstrek, and I was comfortable being in that identity as a Subaru owner. I had some issues with Subaru and the way they developed the more recent Crosstreks and tried to add on a hybrid type engine stopping system when you stop at a stoplight or a stop sign. And I decided that it was time to go full hybrid. So I bought a Ford truck, and now I identify as a Ford truck owner. This is not my primary identity. This is just a piece or a part of my overall identity. But I built it. I constructed it. I decided what was the best vehicle to look for and to purchase. And so now I can identify as a Ford truck owner. Some identities that we build take a little longer. For example, if you decide that you want to be an athlete, or say you decide you want to be an artist, these are built or constructed identities. People don't come into the world being an athlete or an artist. It's something that develops over time. The interesting thing about those two identities is there's the social construction of those identities, whether other people identify you as an athlete or an artist, and there's the self-identifying aspect of building that identity. So, for example, everyone would agree that a professional athlete is a athlete, it can identify as an athlete. People that are successful at perfecting their artistry, whether it's pottery or painting or drawing or sculpting, when they reach the point that they sell their creations, then most people would recognize them as artists. But there's a period of time before you become a professional, which is being able to sell your expertise into the marketplace, that you, as a aspiring athlete or an aspiring artist, would be building your skill set. And that takes intention, attention, and discipline and practice. So you can't just automatically say, well, I'm an athlete, even though I never run or I never work out or I never kayak, whatever the athletic endeavor is that you're interested in. But if you say, I want to be an athlete, and then you begin practicing that craft to the point that you become good at it, then you can self-identify as an athlete, whether anybody else in the world identifies you in that way. Same thing for learning to be an artist. Both of those might be a skill that is put into your topography of potential. Maybe our common creator gave you a mountain range of ability, of innate ability to be an athlete, or an innate ability to be an artist. Each of those would be developing your potential that was placed inside of you, that topography of potential, that then you can find your heart's song and sing that song and be successful both in manifesting your potential and in having the seen world recognize that potential. So those are two examples of things that are not given identities, but those are built identities. Identities that a person can decide to begin to invest in and over time become better and better and better at, until they not only identify as that skill or as that identity, but people around them recognize that. So let me give you an example from my own life. I've spent most of my life building and developing an identity of doing spirituality work. So included in the building of that, I began studying the Bible in a fundamentalist Christian church and college. After that, when I had my crisis of faith, I began building my spirituality practice by going to an interfaith seminary that studied all of the major faith traditions. After that, I went to an interspiritual seminary both of which I graduated and became ordained, and the Inner Spiritual Seminary focused on helping individuals carve out or understand their own spirituality and develop practices that help them to celebrate and to live that spirituality. In addition, I've been trained and developed and practiced several different modalities in spirituality, from Reiki to meditation to shamanic practices to hypnosis. All of those have helped me and breath work, all of those have helped me to develop a toolbox that I can use to help just about anyone uncover and discover their own spirituality and what works for them. So that's an example in my life of a built identity that I've spent most of my life developing, refining, practicing, and enhancing. So what do we get when we build an identity? Well, we get something very, very valuable. What we get when we build our own identity is we get what I call sovereignty. Sovereignty is making the most conscious choice you can make to live your life according to your values and your skills and your purpose in life. And when you do that, then the universe, our common creator, conspires to support you in your walk in life. So that sovereignty helps you to be able to be identified as he's his own person or she's her own person. You no longer are primarily identified by the way society has conditioned you or the roles that society has suggested or placed upon you. And you're no longer primarily identified by the given identities that you were given before you had conscious choice. And so what ends up happening is you live authentically. You live your life based on how you identify yourself as a spiritual being having a human experience. And you get to sing your heart's song. You get to sing it as loud as you want. And because it's your identity and you've decided what to build, it doesn't matter whether anybody's listening or not, because the joy of singing your own heart's song is self-rewarding. So, we've talked about in the last several sessions about the topography of potential, about singing your heart's song, about whether your identities are consciously decided to take on or they are unconsciously thrust upon you, and how to invest in building your own identity. My wish for you today is to think about what identity you might want to build for yourself. What is a growth opportunity for you to move into, to invest in, that feels right in your essence, that is aligned with your values, and begin to investigate how to build that identity by investing your time, your energy, and your intention into creating the best you, the most amazing you that you can imagine. Thank you.